Larson with hotandhealthyliving.com, and I'm going to show you a super simple 10-minute whole food quesadilla lunch recipe. Now, we are going to be using sprouted corn tortillas. These are by one of my favorite companies, Food for Life, and sprouting is actually, and I talked about this the other day, sprouting releases all the vital nutrients that are stored within the whole grain. So if you're going to buy bread, you want to make sure you want to try to buy sprouted whole grain bread. Same thing for corn tortillas, because sprouting is going to release all the vital nutrients that are stored within the corn kernel. Now, if you read the ingredients on this, there's no flour. It's super simple, organic sprouted corn, filtered water, sea salt, and lime. So this is a perfect example of a whole food. And actually, because it's been sprouted, it's actually even more nutritious than just eating corn kernels. So this is what we're going to use for the tortillas. And of course, because queso is Spanish for cheese, we are going to use a little bit of cheese. I'm going to use Organic Valley mozzarella cheese, shredded, part skim. And I'm also going to use, I'm not going to use too much cheese, because I'm going to try to use more beans and more vegetables instead. But we are going to use organic pinto beans, and I've already rinsed and drained them. That's really important whenever you're using beans. You want to make sure you rinse and drain them, get rid of that tin can flavor. And I started mashing them with the back of a fork, and it's about 1/4 of a cup, but you absolutely do not need to be exact. I am just making one corn tortilla, but if you were obviously going to make this for 2 people or 3, you just double or triple the recipe. And one thing I'm going to add to this, if you happen to have it, or if your local deli has it, you can buy these super delicious, very tasty roasted garlic cloves. And they're roasted in extra virgin olive oil. And you can also do this at home. You can take garlic cloves, peel them, put them in a microwave-safe dish, put enough extra virgin olive oil so that it kind of coats the top, and then sprinkle with a little bit of sea salt, pop them in the microwave, and then you can kind of roast them for about a minute. And they taste about, very equal to the quality that you'd get of roasting the garlic cloves in the oven. And it's a lot simpler and a lot faster. Okay, so mash the back of this, and then what I have here is frozen chopped spinach. Now, I used probably about 1/2 of a cup when it was frozen, and then I popped it in the microwave, and then I took paper towels and I just patted dry as best I could to get rid of all the excess moisture. And that's really, really important for the consistency of your quesadilla. You want all the ingredients to be as dry as possible. And that also applies to our next ingredient, which this is one of my favorite things, these fire roasted red peppers. I add these to so many different foods, so many different recipes. Okay, so we're going to take out one of the roasted red peppers. I'm going to put it right here on this cutting board. And I am going to, again, take my paper towel, and right over the sink, I am going to press all that excess moisture out as best I can, like so. And then we are going to take a knife, and we are just going to finely and quickly chop this up, kind of slice it. And you can, even after you're done slicing it, you can do one more pat with a paper towel, because again, the drier the ingredients, the better. Okay, so another paper towel, blot all the excess moisture, and now it's time to assemble our quesadilla. Okay, so put this over here. I have the 2 sprouted corn tortillas on a plate. I'm going to start by spreading some of my mashed beans, my mashed pinto beans. You could do this with other beans too, but I kind of like the Tex-Mex flavor of the mashed pinto beans. Okay, so we're going to mash and spread all this around. And I like to go heavier on the beans than I do on the cheese, because beans have a lot of phytochemicals, a lot of antioxidants, and they're just a great way to boost your vegan intake of protein. Okay, and then I'm also going to put my spinach, and really I've gotten all the moisture out of that, so I'm going to spread this around like so. And then we are going to put the roasted red peppers. And now just a little bit of cheese, and you really don't need to use that much cheese. And I'm probably only using maybe like 2 tablespoons, like 1/8 of a cup, if that. Okay, put this on top. And we are ready to take it to the skillet. Okay, so I've already preheated a cast iron skillet over medium-high heat, put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on top, and now I'm going to put my quesadilla on top just to show you what it looks like inside. I'm going to press it down with the lid like so and cook it for about a minute. Okay, and then I flip it, and as you can see what it looks like, don't want to burn myself, it's nice and toasty on the top. And I am going to do the same thing, repeat, and press it down with my lid again for about another minute. Okay, all done. Quesadilla is ready to eat. I am actually going to peel it back, if I can, and douse it in a little bit of hot sauce. I would do this, douse it in the hot sauce after you cook it though, because the hot sauce is going to add moisture and you want the ingredients as dry as possible. So I'm dousing it like so, because I like it spicy. And it is ready to eat. If you have any questions, you can email me. It's ivy@hotandhealthyliving.com. And if you want more quick and easy recipe ideas, visit hotandhealthyliving.com.